We absolutely love our lives here on our homestead, but sometimes you just want to go to the beach. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Toops Time and I am Cody. Today we are going to be doing some farm chores and give you guys a general update on all of the animals, on everything that's going on around our homestead, while I prep the place for us to leave for 5 days or so and go on vacation. You might be thinking, vacation? You own a homestead. How the heck are you supposed to leave and go on vacation? Well, I'm going to show y'all. It's not that difficult, and for the most part, the way I run my homestead, it's fairly automated except for the rare occurrences where something may happen out of the ordinary. So y'all come along and do some chores with me. First thing I would like to do is prep the bunny rabbits. So let me give you some video footage of their hutch and exactly how it is, and I'm going to prep them for vacation. This is a rabbit hutch that used to be a mobile duck tractor. The duck thing didn't work out very well, so I transformed it into a rabbit hutch. And I also removed the top to my compost bin here. I made this whole compost bin into the area where I keep my rabbits. And I still do a little bit of composting, but for the most part, especially once we get chickens, we really won't need to be throwing food directly onto the ground to compost. We let the animals compost it for us. We have female number 1, male in the middle here, and then female number 2. And we have some pretty good sized feeders that last them about a week whenever I fill it all the way to the top. And then the feeders on the front here are actually to stick hay in. So I'll be swapping this hay out for some new hay and maybe even give them a little bit of hay inside of the cage as some extra food and some padding to sit on while we're gone. And then as far as water goes, if you notice, I have water stations on every single stall, and they lead back to this 5-gallon bucket, and it's all gravity fed. And that 5-gallon bucket, even in the heat, usually lasts them a little over a week. Let's not forget the most important thing, which is the reason we got these bunnies, and that's for their poop. Let's show you where that goes. Poop falls down from the hutch and lands, for the most part, in these buckets right here. Their poop and their pee. And then all this gets spread onto the garden right there. Maybe wondering what type of food they eat. They eat rabbit pellets that go into the feeders, and then they also eat a native round bale. So I'd literally just set a round bale right there and peel off layer after layer until they've eaten pretty much all of it. Lasts them a really long time. Pellets I literally just keep right in here. Keeps the water out. And I also have the pellets in 5-gallon buckets. To put it in the 5-gallon buckets just in case condensation were to seep in. So these are absolutely toasty dry in here. That's pretty much all there is to taking care of the rabbits for vacation. Let's move on to the sheep. The sheep are definitely a little more work to prep because they do not currently have access to the pond. So the biggest thing with the sheep is I have to make sure they have water that'll last them that long, which right now we're finally getting rains again. The temperatures are down again. So whenever I fill up their watering trough out there, it actually does last them a little over a week, week and a half. We need to take the tractor, run out there, grab that IBC tote, bring it back to the house, fill it up with water, bring it back out there and reinstall it to the watering trough. Something else that I like to do is leave mineral blocks out for my sheep. And the ones that they have out there right now are getting real low, so I bought them a new mineral block. And I may even bring some grain out there and give them a little snack, just so y'all can see them up close. Got the water filling up, and while that's filling up, I'm getting the other supplies that I need. I've got a little bit of grain to give the sheep for a snack so you guys can see them up close. And I got some food to top off Pippa's dog feeder out there. Can't forget about the dogs. Speaking of dogs, I did finally add something for Ryder so that I don't have to have my neighbor come and check on him so often. Went and got one of the pet lounge feeders just like Pippa uses. I'm trying to train him to eat out of it right now, but I got it sitting underneath my welder and air hose box to further help it stay dry. But these are supposedly waterproof boxes for the most part, and it keeps the food really nice and dry. And then right next to it, I have a bucket and another bucket with water. So I'll probably have my neighbor just come check on his water level, because we will be gone for about 5 days, and that should be it for Ryder. I cannot recommend the Pet Lodge dog feeders enough. We're not sponsored by them, but I was introduced to them by Greg Judy for Pippa, our sheepdog, and absolutely just fell in love with the feeder. So I will put a link in the description if you guys need a good dog feeder. Yeah, sheep, sheep, sheep. Yeah, sheep. Remember guys, if you do have sheep and you are using mineral blocks, make sure you get the one without copper in it. It will be one that's specifically made for sheep, because too much of that is deadly to them. So I got them water, gave them a snack, gave them a mineral block, which will all last them the entire vacation. Last thing I'm going to do is release them out into a new paddock, so they will be good to go for right at a week. One part of getting ready to go on vacation is letting Mama have time to do things she has to do. So me and the boys are going to play in the mud. got going on over here?
I'm sweeping the dirt.
With what?
With the front loader.
Oh, okay. Show me.
I use that?
Sure.
Okay.
Can you give me something to use?
You use that dump truck.
Okay. How about I let Callum use the dump truck, and I'll use this.
And then are you going to give it back to me?
Yeah. We're sharing.
To give back?
Right now?
Yeah.
You gonna give me that back? I gotta have something to play with.
There you go.
Thanks. That's pretty much it for the cows. All I have to do is make sure that they have some hay and plenty to graze on in the pasture, because we have a spring-fed pond that they use for water. So that's all I actually have to give them before we leave on vacation. As far as cows go, we have the same ones I believe we had in the last video. We have Cedar right here. We have Autumn still. Autumn and Olive, our very first two milk cows. We have Hazel right over there. And this little one back there is Ribeye, ground beef, whatever you want to call him. He's being raised for meat. Haven't really given him a name. I don't want to get too attached to him. But that's pretty much it for the cows. We are waiting for all of the girls to give birth. The next one up is Autumn. Honestly, she's due late September, so hopefully she doesn't have a baby while we're gone. I'm not seeing any signs right now that she's going to be going into labor anytime soon, but she will be the next one going into labor, and that will be our first calf born on the property that has mini Jersey bloodline in her. So we're super excited about that. The other ones will be coming in the next month and a half, 2 months, something like that. Pretty much it for the standard homesteading tasks that we have around the property. As you can see here, I am moving my son's four-wheeler back to the garage. It died out here in the field, so we need to get that thing back on the charger. We have all sorts of other random normal household duties that we have to take care of. But as far as the homestead goes, basically what I showed you is what we do in order to allow us to leave for up to a week. With that being said, I do like to have someone come by here and check on things while we're gone, especially if it's for that long period of time. I have an awesome neighbor that comes over and checks on my dog Ryder, which is my main concern while I'm gone. The animals mostly take care of themselves, but if I do have someone that can stop by, I get them to. For the most part, I don't have anything to worry about whenever I'm gone because of how things are mostly automated around here. Are there risks involved in leaving your homestead at any time? Yeah, I could be gone at the store and something come and attack one of my cows. Is that very likely? No, but it could happen. So to say that us leaving to go on vacation has zero risk whenever it comes to the homestead, that would be a lie. There's always that risk, but you do have to do things like this every now and again if you want your kids to get to experience other states and not literally be stuck here forever just because you decided to go and get some animals to raise. I know it's been a while since we've done a video that really showcased our homestead, so I hope if you've been waiting on that you enjoyed this little update. God bless you guys. We will see you on the next one.